It was a very good hard fought win. I color me surprised and impressed by Toy Bibbo. Didn't know they had it in them. Yesterday was a bit of a lackluster performance for them, but they have came today and showing that hey, we're not out of this thing yet. We're still here to fight and to steal some points away from some of you players and manage to get here for the qual. And they did a fantastic job of that. As now they managed to go up one position, but they managed to go up about like 12 points. So if they keep having good progression like that, then who knows what will happen.
Well, I worry about Skyline and Team Rays as they both do go north uh, towards Sierra Blanca, but I presume one of them is probably going to go Campo Militar rather than just fight. But Circle does pop a relatively vanilla as Yeho taking some shots over at the floating Battlex, trying to make his way to uh, God Compound, I think it is.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
but Duel there split. Wait, wow, Lobes is really far away. I was not expecting him to be that far out.
They are really yeah, they are making their presence known, I guess so. But another thing I want to point out is look at Sakura Zinsen. This is not the split that they took last match into, what got them into the fight with Mighty Gods, but it looks like they're preparing themselves to take a little 3P into the fight between Rayzav and Skyline. Like they knew that all drops obviously going to have to happen because of this flight path. Taking as sharp of a slant as it is from the southwest to the lower side of the northeast. So a lot of teams are not going to be able to make their drops, and Sakura Zinsen preparing to hold out whichever team looks like they're going to try to make it into zone after the fighting ensues.
Yep, it looks like Cold is going to be the first one from Skyline to Campo Militar. As no fights have rung out yet, which I don't know. Maybe as a caster, it makes me a little bit sad. I like some early action. It sounds fun to me.
Let Skyline make it out of the first zone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They just keep finding themselves getting hot drops or landed on by other people because they can't make their drops. Except for that last game. Last game, they were the aggressors and they got held out. But come on, Skyline, y'all can lock in. I believe in you, gents.
That is a tall order. I mean, technically it is possible. Two dubs, 10 kills each. Nah, it's fine. Easy.
Easy peasy.
Easy.
Easy.
Isaiah basically
Easy.
can do it anytime he wants. That's
Oh yeah.
he's not in round of 16 because he didn't want to be in round of 16. Let's be honest. It's not because he's not a good player. It's because he wanted to give other people a chance, right, Isaiah?
And I'm glad you're pointing that out because someone had to say it.
Yep. Because Adam and Penta, they have their spot because Isaiah decided not to.
Yeah, I gave it up to them. I was like, hey, I could eliminate you guys right now if I wanted to, but I'm gonna let y'all qual. You're welcome.
Maybe you have maybe they have blackmail on you. Maybe that's it. They knew the dark secrets of Isaiah 2K.
Hey, man, we promised we wouldn't bring that up on stream.
I mean, hey man, I'm gonna talk about that Panzerfaust suicide every single time I get because it's hilarious and I love it. It was like your first scrim, wasn't it?
That was my very first ever scrim set. Yep.
And I think Panzers just were added like maybe a month before. It was pure comedic gold.
It sure was, and it was, and that's why the Panzer raid boss is the person who sat me after I shot myself with it, and it's even more.
Really?
Yeah, he was the one I shot. He was the one crashing my flat top, and I shot it at him through a window. I blew myself up. He walked in. He said, "Dude, get the tech down. What are you doing?" And he punched me out and killed me.
Oh, man. I still remember exactly what compound it was and everything. It was... Memories, they're good. Thank you for being a good sport about it, buddy. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Well, as we continue to relive my worst moments in scrims, we're coming into a bit of a fight, it looks like. Yahoo look like they want to get aggressive onto Gooners.
Gooners is very grouped up.
They are very grouped up. They are just like, they don't want to repeat what happened last time where they pretty much, it was like a 2v2 onto Hacienda. So they're like, I guarantee you, Punt's like, no, stay on each other's hips. Come on, W key, let's go, push forward. Like, but I don't think they know that Yahoo pulled up in behind them. I think that they silent cut just far enough to keep the audio of the vehicles out of ear's reach as Gooners continue to push forward away from Yahoo. Yahoo, it seemed like maybe they're not any of the wiser that Gooners are currently greatening the distance between them.
No, but Gooners, they are playing as the 4-man death ball that we know them to be. As TTB doing exceptionally well last game, trying to find a home, make it safe, make it comfortable. You know, put a rug down, put a portrait up, find their favorite scenic picture, probably of Mount Everest. That was the first thing I could think of. But now Yeho has been spotted by the Gooners and trading shots, but it feels like everyone kind of knows what's going to happen, and they might back off of this one.
That would probably be the smarter thing. Is like Yahoo wanted the element of surprise. Maybe
Ooh,
if they can work a
Bolty.
knock, ulti coming out, but Bunt is able to manage to connect the shot before he gets headshotted. The metal bar saving his life there. But Yahoo wanting the element of surprise, realizing that's not happening anymore. Oh, Four Dogs Ice is alone here, as he is just watching Collector drive right on by.
Actually, do me a favor, Isaiah. I'm actually going to take a quick second. I want to change my sound levels just a little bit, because with all due respect, I love you, but I want to turn you down just a little bit so I can turn the game up a little bit more if I can figure it out really quickly.
You do you. No, you're good. A lot of teams they're just kind of rotating in. Everyone's trying to find their way home, just get information, find out where everyone's playing. Pest looking like they're getting into a bit of a sticky situation as they are inside of Graveyard with Yahoo. Shimboy, Cherry Vibes are playing inside of the church as BattleX and Joshi are sitting down towards the single. But do they know about each other? I'm assuming Pest can hear the vehicles driving around by the church, so they should be well aware of one another. But does Yahoo know about pest control? That's the question here. I'm assuming they do, because they look like they're setting up for it. They're not over peeking and trying to get information. They know that they're there. So Yahoo and pest control might be the first fight that breaks out into this game too. But only time will tell, honestly. And it's just the first parts of the game, it's like where everyone's just getting information, trying to find their way in and whatnot. It's just, you don't want to be that first team eliminated, making an over egregious push or an over egregious crash that you don't need to, unless you're Gooners, obviously, because that's kind of just their play style. That's kind of like their mantra is W key, center, crash, go. Team. Oh, that's not what you want to see. Team Rezav losing some tires as now Sakura Zinzen's getting a bit aggressive onto them, and they're like, we're not dealing with this. We need the points. We want to stay within the running for this. But Psycho putting in some nice shots onto Micah as he is taking a good bit of damage. Micah getting behind the hard cover, which is good. He's going to immediately start smoking out his vehicle because that's his lifeline to get out of there. Last thing you want to do is to be that person like, hey, my vehicle's destroyed, and you just come pick me up. And then you lose two people trying to come rescue you because you made a bad push.
All right, I appreciate it, man. I think I had some of the sound a little bit off, so tried to fix it, and I also want it louder for myself because I love getting hype, and I love it when it's loud in my ears so that I can kind of match it, if you know what I mean. Because I think I had it a little bit too low for myself. But Collector and Sakura Zensen, I apologize if I repeat what you said because I 100% was not listening. I'm so sorry. But Sakura Zensen, they're close to Collector. They're spreading out, trying to take as much control as possible. Circle is closing in 40 seconds. We will see where it goes. But no one has died yet. A very quiet 10 minutes. Not much to kind of chat about, but Rezav, actually, all right, never mind, I lied, because Fourth landing at one shot onto Adam, trying to find more, but all right, sweet, there we go. Bolties, DMR nerf, because we all know that the DMR nerf has come through, and it is rough, to put it mildly. It is very rough, and the thought of actually seeing a lot more Bolties, is it even viable to run the Mutant or the M16 instead? And what do you think that we're going to see coming in group stages? Do we think it's going to be Bolties? Do we think people are just going to bite the bullet? A circle does shift to the south. Dots run it down, and Yahoo, the benefactors? Yeah, benefactors of this zone shift as everyone else north trying to make their way back inside.
I don't know, because I got to look up the stats and the damage and the the rounds per minute that the guns can put out for the mutant. And then we'll get back to that, but really quickly, as Eddie is popping out, he's taking the tires out of 4 Earth. He loses 2. He is left just lopsided as lopsided can be. He's gonna have to try to get one of his teammates to pick him up. He's gonna make it over the hill just barely. He is hurdling, but that tree saving his life as Mighty Gods are also turning their attention on over to 4Dogs. Bliss getting his helmet almost ripped off of his head. He's gonna have to back off from overpeaking in between this third-party fight between Mighty Gods and Collector, as they're gonna be able to get out with most of their body parts intact. But
most of their body parts intact. Not all of them, just a couple of them.
Just a couple. Just the vitals, you know, the non-vitals, those don't. The non-vitals.
Well, unless it's a SMG, because if you have an SMG, you're just kind of screwed. But it looks like Skyline, did they want to? I think they have all 4 up. Yeah, they have all 4 up, so I think they were just trying to stop and scout, but the shots coming in from Pest Control is going to make them back off. You hear, I think it has to be bunt with the VSS, right? Yeah, it's bunt with the VSS.
There's no way it's not bunt here. Like,
it's definitely not Matt. I can tell you that right now. It's not Matt.
Definitely not Matt. No. And it's not icy, so it has to be bunt. But, and that's not what you want to see for Skyline, as Colt goes down and immediately gets flushed out by Pest Control. Karam with the knock, Battle Axe with a flush to secure that KP for them. Very rough games for Battle Eye. And during all of this, Supernova is fighting TTG, as that is happening as well, as Gooners are just kind of peeking into this. We get back flying on by. Mafu gonna immediately get knocked and flushed by Batty Lull. They're securing that for themselves. I continue to rage on. Static manages to get the second knock onto TTG. Adam is going down, and they're immediately going to secure that flush as well, leaving this a 4v2. Trimble, Cater, the last 2 up. Now Trimble was able to manage to get himself into a bit of a 1v3 pretty much, as he's just gonna opt to leave this. It's not a fight worth taking. They already lost 2 members. It's time to just get out of there. But Cater, they left Cater behind. Do they know that Cater got left behind? Are they just assuming that they both left? I don't think they know.
Well, I think Penry might have heard something. Yup, and Kev is going to find Cater. And now we got to talk about Supernova, because they did start yesterday very well. I think they got 2nd or 3rd, I think, first game. One of the 2.
They were getting a good KP and good placement the first 2 or 3 games.
And the first game, I was going to say, the first game today, they've had the same thing. But do we see them fall off again, or are they going to do enough to keep them in? But Panadorito is going right by the best in the lobby, and Micah going to go ahead and find him. Say thank you very much. I appreciate that. As Nubsky and Beleda, the rest of Ray Zav trying to get out of there. But Hyman, he wants to pick up some points. Spots out Nubsky, going, gets 1 headshot, just needs 1 more shot. Cannot find it. As Panadorito is lost to the ether. Absolutely gone. And circle shifts up to Collector and Duel. We're both inside Minas Generalis. As a decent amount of the teams are in, we only have a couple that need to make it in. But Pest Control and Skyline, they're the ones inside shanties trying to find each other. Knickknacker. Ooh, I kind of thought he was going to...
He is dancing with that fire, but... It's going to be Joshi gets the initiating knock onto this fight. They already lost 1 on the rotate to Pest Control, as now they just took another knock. Knickknacker going down to a very well-placed grenade. The blue zone's coming out. See if they can secure that without having to over-aggress into it. Red Rider is going out by half HP.
No.
Suki Boy swings out wide, and Joshi punishes him for it, as now it is just Red Rider for Team Skyline trying to hold on for his team. Will he be able to pick up 1, maybe 2 as he's running through? And he just gets stuck in between all members of Pest Control, and they're just going to make swift work of Team Skyline, and they're going to get eliminated.
Unfortunate for Skyline, it's not been a good 48 hours for them. But you know, someone once told me that you only have to deal with today once, and you never have to deal with it again. So let's keep that in mind. But Kev absolutely deleting Seifu, and I don't even know how he got those. Was it 3 headshots in a row?
I think so. They set that up well, but just as you start to attack, you got to remember that others will start to attack you. Players in PUBG are like moths drawn to a flame when they hear gunshots nearby, as they immediately take a secondary knot as Dot's coming for a third party.
No.
Takes a knock from Hot Spicy.
Good
Hot Spicy just picking
my
up
lord.
2 as he's going to put down Lucid and Sneak Attack. Valiate securing 1 for him, leaving just 1 member of Wajutu up, as Supernova are going to have to fall off to try to get the res onto their fallen teammate.
Well, Dots, they came in and they took down one from each team. They're trying to pick up as many points as they can. And Wujutsu, they are the unfortunate middle of the sandwich, as everyone, it seems, is just trying to do them dirty, do them in. But Supernova able to get all 4 members up. Wujutsu, they are inside of zone, but it's not in a comfortable spot, and Circle almost certainly is going to shift away from them.
Yeah, and they are finding themselves. It's rough when you know zone's going to shift away from you. You're not going to get fed here, and you're just stuck in between 2 teams. Hot and Spicy Dots are just controlling the middle part of Cantera. So they have to rotate towards the east if they want to try to think about getting out of here. But then you got Yahoo to the west, you got Supernova to the southwest. So you know, like, your options are limited for getting out of here. In the middle of all of this, Collector and Duel are taking some fights.
I was going to say it, but they have Soccer Sense in as well, so I don't know if anywhere is going to be good for them. But Dots, they have now awakened the beast. As Soccer Sensen now incoming, as Flanker is inside a 2-stack, and all 4 of Soccer Sensen are here. The writing is on the wall. We are just waiting for Flanker to try and make his stand. What can he come up with? Can it be a gas can play? That would actually be amazing. I would love to see that. But the circle does shift directly to the west, with Gooners having an absolute beauty of a spot inside zone, as Pest Control trying to take the hill west of them. As Collector and Duel gonna hold down the south of Minas Generalis, as Supernova and Dots going into their zones respectively. But we see Run It Down and 4 Dogs fighting each other, and I think 4 Dogs is about to go down. But Flanker, can he hold? He's gonna find no one. Unfortunate. He did so much damage, but could not do anything else about it. And Micah picking up that kill as Penta flushes him out. Trimble, the last of TTG, trying to take down Nubsky, does so beautifully. Hopefully there's not a C4 on that vehicle, and it looks like he is going to be fine for now. Trimble, he did so well last game, but can he continue it right now? Only time will tell, and there is a lot of open space, so it seems like he should make it through another zone or 2. But Razab taking some shots over to Toyo Bibo, as they're actually going straight down to Trimble again. And Trimble has to make an amazing hold. I think he might have actually... Nope, they're crashing directly on him. He is mollying, trying to find a safe spot for him, but it is a good stun. He's just taking shots. And the rest, yep. Kite, though, is going to find him, and Toyo Bibo going to have 4 man on 1 shack as Kev gets bolted down. Has to get res, as the rest of Wujutsu is coming in on their east side, but Pest Control being a pest themselves to Wujutsu and doing some damage to him.
And as you saw, like, a lot of teams just fighting, looking to crash or take fights with other people, and they're just getting constantly shot in the back and the side. In the middle of all this, IQ is going to go down to Kin. Nice dragon off shots coming into play. Gonna keep the happening, but Seifu with a beautiful AUG spray on a static, going to knock and almost flush.
Oh, Dreams!
But oh my gosh, what shots coming out from everybody. Joshi getting some beautiful shots, but gonna steal that away with the VSS. Gonna get a nice little KP towards Gooner's way. Oh my gosh, it's just absolutely hectic and chaos from everybody, just ringing out. Everyone looking at everything. Nowhere is safe. You are not guaranteed safety as you shoot down on a team, and you just have to remember that.
Yep, Mime, I believe that yellow means that they're coming in from a res station. Nice shots coming out from Penta, and Run It Down. They have the attention of Sakura Sensen, as Yahoo and Wujutsu fighting each other, but Sakura Sensen, they are just doing so well. It is...
It's in, like, they're just pub stomping the lobby. Like, that's what this is. They're just pub stomping this round of 16. And I would love to see this aggression continue.
Ooh, Run It Down, though. They're just down to 1 to Toyo Bibo. They're picking up good kills. I think they're up to, like, what, 4 or 5?
Toyo Bibo has 3 at the moment. As, oh my gosh, Cherry Vibes going to, or not, sorry, Wooly with a beautiful 3x K9 shot. Going to get the knock. Oh my gosh, onto Sakura Zinzen, and the immediate flush is going to come out as well, as Wujutsu during all this fighting is still stuck on that little dip and ridge, as Sneak Attack has to get the res onto Seifu, and it's just not looking good for Wujutsu right now.
Look at Pest Control there, bombing it straight in. It looks like they're going to Yahoo, and Yahoo, one of them gets knocked immediately. The defense has to be on point as a full 4-man coming in on or underneath a Punage. and they have a little bit of a spot to play in, but with Light Show going down, Balefrost going down as well, this is the time for Pest Control to take control of this compound, and so far it is going absolutely beautifully for them. Shinboy as well going down. It is just Punich who's left, holding an angle, spots out Joshi, cannot land the shots, and the frag, it could get him, but it gets him down to just 26 HP.
It's not looking good for Punich, and just unfortunate that the LOS that he has out of that building was not able to Pest Control for pushing it. But in the middle of all this, Collector is taking fights from Four Dogs as Lucifer runs in and gets the knock onto Psycho. Flush has not come out yet. Hazel utility coming out into play as now they're trying to get aggressive to see if they can't make something happen here. For Earth running in, he sees his knocked comrade. He's going to see if he can't make something happen. Tries to pull out the utility, goes for the shots. Lucifer down to 1 HP.
Nice shots.
That manages to get the last member Four Dogs, eliminating them and allowing them to get the reses and reset. But the reset has to come in quickly. Blue Zone on their back, Duel on their back. It's not looking very good.
Oh, the C4.
Punich is back. He's got to get out of there. It's getting crazy as now Josh, he's trying to take some shots on a Punich, trying to see if he can't make something happen for his team as it's the 1v4. Karam coming in for the wide peak with the FAMAS in hand. He brings Punich down to about 10 HP.
Oh,
as he's just
unlucky.
getting pushed from all angles, and that's going to be it for Yahoo.
Yaho go down, but Collector, they still have to fight. It feels like everyone on this north side, as you have MTG, Razav, and TTB just waiting for the fight between them and Duel to finish out. But a 4v4 still. They have a limited amount of time to go ahead and try to make something, and 2 go down. Actually, 1 from each. I lied. K-Mind, he is behind a car waiting for the rest of Collector to come in, but holding so well. And the Molly is absolute perfection. Dreams in a vehicle, gets taken out by IQ, and now it is just Hazel, but the C4 is doing good damage. And Duel, they go down all to Dreams with a C4.
Oh my gosh, what a beautiful play. It was a it was a last-ditch effort play to make something happen, and he takes out all of Duel with just 1 C4. That's absolutely insane.
Oh.
What a clutch play. And he manages to get the res onto at least one of his teammates, but now the fight is not over for Collectors. Now they also have to deal with Mighty Gods coming in for a third party. Well, only one member of my newbie is caught by himself, and Hazel gets a knock.
Let's go, Hazel.
Redeployable cover. When it comes to unconventional warfare, Collector is just the king of the hill. Getting C4 wipe onto Duel, getting a redeployable cover knock and immediate flush onto a member of MTG, and now, for the first time in what feels like a century in this fight, in this match, they are able to breathe.
Oh my lord. Collector Dreams making the ultimate sacrifice, but it was absolutely perfection from him as Gooners, they're running through an open field as Matt and Bun are down. Icy Flex and Greg Shot trying to hold what they can, trying to make some egress into the compound that Pest Control have fought for so hard and so long to maintain control of, but they're still outside of zone. BattleX gonna go ahead and find another knock onto Icy, but Greg Shot and Bunt still coming in. Spots out Greg Shot, should go down, and it is all Pest Control.
Blissey with a sick little 2-piece spray transfer. Gonna take Gooners right out of the fight, as now it's Supernova coming in for a bit of a third party onto Pest Control. They managed to get a knock in, and Kev. It was a little bit of a last-ditch effort to try to get a little more KP for Supernova, as Kev is going to get eliminated to the blue zone. But now it's a fight between Collector trying to come to clean up the last member of MTG, Eddie, versus a 1v1 versus Psycho. The sprays are coming into play. Utility coming out, but it's not going to be enough. Psycho gets caught running in, as it is going to be MTG that managed to win that just as they get taken out to the blue. And TTB to Toy Bibbo, still 4-man 1-shack.
All right, now is when they want a C4 to try and take down the rest of Totoyo Bibbo in the side of a shack. It is 4, it is 1 spot. It would be perfect for a C4 play. But Pest Control, they are having a much better game too than they did yesterday. And Totoyo Bibbo, they are now sending out 3 members as Kwanda trying to save, or trying to put in some damage. That's a good nade from Penta. I'm surprised that they stopped there, but Yanlo is going to go down easily. And Sakura Zensen, they know exactly where they're going out, and the push from TTB, a little surprising, but so far is working out, so I guess I shouldn't make any judgments, but Quanda, nice shots on to Sakura Zenson, but he goes down from the side, gets immediately flushed out by Blizzy, and trying to be prone and make something happen is not working out for him. And Kite, well, he gets peeked on over by Sakura Zenson as they still only have 2 players, 7 kills, but Pest Control, they have been the team for this match, 15 kills, as well as 4 up with 2 teams left.
Oh my gosh. And valiant effort from Totoy Bibbo. They had to make something happen. Blue was on their back. They're stuck in between. They're stuck in front of 3 teams that are playing on their edge. Like, they had nothing left that they could do. So valiant effort from Totoy Bibbo. A lot better showing for them in these first 2 games compared to yesterday. Pest Control, though, being the stars of this show, outshining Sakura Zenson for this match with their aggressiveness, just taking fight after fight after fight, defending crashes, taking crashes of their own, picking up nice 15 kills, and they have a good portion of this zone under control to themselves, as well as the man advantage. But they don't want to get too cocky. You don't want to overheat, overextend, and get punished for making a very bad play when you know you can secure the win here.
Well, Shane Doe and Spicy, they don't have a ton of kills, but at least they have some points, and I believe that they're top 8 already, so this should just solidify them a little bit more. But my lord, what a match. I'm still dreaming about that dream C4 kill. That was, I mean, it was great for Collector, but I know that everyone on Duel's team is GG next. They don't want to think about that one for too long.
No, I mean, you can't defend against that.
Yeah, no, there's nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can do about a C4 play driving straight into, like, he is willingly killing himself to collect 4 points onto you. I guess that's why they're called Collector.
Gosh darn it. I mean, yeah, fair enough. I probably would have made the same joke, so I can't really say anything about it. But Pest Control, they're trying to control the last 4 players, and Shane Doe, ooh, never mind. I lied. I thought that they could see Shane Doe, but he had a ridge that they could play behind. But Joshy, he's coming in from the side. Penta has to be careful. But he has a 6th sense about things. Deciding to peter off.
This is just going to stall out. Dots not in a favorable position here. They're stuck. They can't really move anywhere too well. They're really just hoping that the fight breaks out between Pest Control and Sakura Zenson so that they can maybe steal a couple of kills to add to them before they get eliminated to blue zone potentially. Or maybe if things go timed well, but considering they're sitting on the hard edge of zone, it's not looking too good for them. But if you're Sakura Zenson and you're Pest Control knows, like, hey, if there's one team that could 2v4 us, like, as they've proven in this lobby, that they will send 2 people to go fight a full-man squad and the other 2 to go fight a different squad, it's this team. You don't want to take them lightly, you know?
I was going to say that I just hope that the emergency flares don't actually knock one of the players. But, I mean, to be fair, Hazel already had a knock with one of those, which was absolute cinema, and he got it confirmed as well. So, man, Collector, please, one of you make a montage and just have that, because that was... beautiful. Fantastic. Love it. But Circle, it does go towards Pest Control's way, and Shane Doe and Hot and Spicy need to make a move first. But, I mean, Sakura Zenson, they're starting to aggress on this, and it looks like the full 4-man trying to make sure that they can back off, but Hot and Spicy, he could shoot Penta in the side.
This is dream scenario for Dots, because this is exactly what they wanted to see. They wanted to see a fight break out between these 2 teams, so that way they could
there you go.
Party to secure themselves at least a couple more KP. They need to secure that one though from Pentalon. Looks like Penta's not going to try to give it on over to Pest Control, because Pest Control has just been point farming this match of this game on Miramar. So you don't want them to continue to get any more kills. They're going to feed it over towards Dots' way, and now. Dots, though, since they opened up, now the whole lobby knows about them, and it's going to be a win for Pest Control, as now it is a 4v1. Adam managing to secure that last one, though, leaving just him inside of a blue zone with some weird observing. Like he's just going to go denied to the blue, which is probably best case scenario for him, because they just managed to pick themselves up, I think, what, 26 kills, 25 points in